Jorbus, too.
Jorbus.
Jorbus.
Gorgeous Jorbus.
Oh, it's a pro wrestler name. I like it.
That if you had a Twitter just for Jorbus, you could be Gorgeous Jorbus.
Because Jorbus
Could
is
be.
probably already taken. I mean, is it a name?
Obviously, I'm sure.
Is that Yorma? Was he young Jorbus on Lonely Island? Is that?
Oh, is that a thing?
I'm trying to remember if
Jack
Jorbus
thought
was
he
his
made it
name.
up.
I think it was like a mashup of like "I love you, man" when he said like "I love you, Jobin" or something.
Jobin.
then-
That's right.
Later, Jobin.
I don't know.
It's a good name.
I didn't want to play, and I didn't want to make a character. And then when forced, I just freaked out and selected Jorbus as a name. That was the origin of the name.
I appreciate that. You didn't want to
Lived in
get
a
too
tent
attached.
for so long until Alicia made me a house.
Good.
And then
Well, I mean-
I finally played again, and Jorbus was wearing a Santa Claus costume, much to my chagrin. And I didn't know how to change his clothes because I've never done it before, except for that one time I did it when I put him in cool clothes. So then I went shopping and got dressed.
Well, we're not
But
there
we're going
yet.
to tease it. That's a tease.
That's a
called
tease.
teaser
That's a
in the
tease.
biz. In the biz, we call that a tease.
If you want to hear more about Jorbus's clothing adventure, hang
Stick
in there.
around.
Stay tuned to this
Forget
station.
everything you know
coming
about
right up.
Jorbus's fashion.
Even before the break.
What's the break?
That's
Nap
when
time.
we quietly sit here and stare at each other.
Dead air.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm figuring it out slowly but surely.
That's the way breaks work, right? That's a normal thing in like recording.
Don't call me Shirley.
But then they drop in like ad content and stuff.
Oh, ads.
Like if you want to go to manscaped.com and enter in the code PocketPod to get 20% off and free shipping.
For Valentine's Day.
Perfect time. Get your man that underneath cleaning that he needs so badly.
The undercarriage.
The undercarriage.
It's like when you go to like get your car through the automatic
the car
car
wash?
wash, and they
Oh,
ask
yeah.
if you want like the bonus. They're gonna like
Yeah, the
clean
undercarriage
the
cleaning.
undercarriage.
Yeah.
Sure.
And like in the like the Nubbins ones from like the gas station, you have to like drive up, and it does it. So I like to drive extra slow.
Yeah.
Make
Money's
sure that I
worth.
really get that undercarriage, because once you go too far forward,
Sure.
they stop. It stops.
too late.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's
You've
too
missed
late.
your
You gotta
shot.
take your time.
Yeah.
Got to shoot your shot.
You gotta let it shoot its shot. Oh.
We went to Florida. I'm glad I brought the wipes with us just in case in my
the
dock
ball wipes?
kit. I brought the ball wipes
The
just in
dock kit.
case in the dock kit.
Yay. Oh, the
This
docket.
is a pre-commercial commercial.
Ooh.
I was
more
just-
bang for your buck.
I was also teasing the Florida our Disney trip.
What buck?
Oh yeah,
Just so much teasing.
this is Connecticut.
Then what you could do is do the tease and then like the cold open, then drop the song. That'd be crazy.
Doo-doo, welcome to PocketPod.
It's like in this episode we're gonna get into this. I don't know. Just thinking.
It's like
spitballing.
Ryan's World.
Yeah.
I do not know this.
No, nothing's like Ryan's World.
It's an abomination.
Oh.
It filled up. It did.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's it. So what's going on this today's show?
Well, darn. I don't even. With all those teasers, we have so much to pick from.
I know. What's
Weird.
next? What's coming up?
Here, I'll help you out.
Oh, yeah?
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't want to wait.
For a follow-up.
There.
Or a follow oops?
Or this
I
time.
don't really have follow-ups this time. But
Oh,
good,
man.
But good guess.
I
Good
remembered it
guess.
from last time.
It was excellent that you remembered. You're learning all the things. I'm very impressed, producer Jack. You got this down.
He's picking it up.
I had to listen to a whole show
He's a
straight
fast
through.
learner.
But Leash, I think you had a very special surprise in your post box.
I did, and this is going back a couple weeks now, I think, because we didn't record last week because
Sure.
I was on vacation. But I got a very special message from our dear friend Lo, and she wrote, "Dear Leash, I'm sending this to you." Or actually, she said, I don't want to misquote her. She said, "I'm sending you this." On behalf of Daydreamer.
Glad you corrected it.
Phew, she wouldn't have said, "I'm sending this to you." That's such an American way of saying that. Anyway, I'm sending you this. I can't. It's sideways. Hold on. I have to hold my phone sideways.
Turn your head sideways.
I'm sending you this on behalf of Daydreamer from the Discord. She thought you should have a real one since you have a number of fakes.
And what was it?
What do you think it is?
I think it might have been a certain sort of art piece.
Jack, do you know what it is?
Yeah.
No idea.
If you've been listening to the show, you would know.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'll give you another hint. In the game, the fake one is blue.
I mean,
because you know how much he's been playing, and he's very familiar.
I'll give you another clue. There's a very successful company on how to learn different languages that it's named after.
Oh, interesting. Like a Rosetta Stone.
Yes!
Yay, he knew it all along.
The informative
Is it?
statue.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So in the game, they give it silly other names.
Yes.
But then they also tell you what the real one is.
Gotcha.
Which is
What's the real
nice.
one?
So you do learn more. If you visit it at the museum after you obtain it, you can see its real name and its like time period, and if it has a known artist who that was attributed to.
Correct.
So I imagine for the Rosetta Stone, it does not specify a single person for it at all.
So thank you, Daydreamer, and thank you, Lo, for being the courier
Yeah, thank you, friends.
to deliver me the very real one that is now in my museum.
Yay!
Very exciting. What a time to be alive.
What a lovely treat. A non-blue informative statue that your museum can show.
Yes. Yes.
That's
and now
really cool.
and now I can give these other blue ones
Yes.
to other villagers whom they really don't I guess
whom?
they don't really care about those. They don't give you anything back for those.
Oh, they don't even give you like an item, like a thank you
No.
gift. They're just like,
No, they're
well,
just
at
like,
least
oh, cool, thanks.
Oh.
See ya, bye.
Huh. So that's
Not worth it.
interesting. So I'll have to see if I'll try finding a fake piece of art to give a villager and see how they react. Did you
Yeah,
wrap
they'll
it?
accept it. I did wrap it.
Oh, you did wrap it? Gotcha.
And they're
gotcha.
very thankful. And then they're like, okay, I'm just going to put this in my pocket now. And
Oh, maybe it's kind of like, I don't want to be rude, but I'm pretty sure this is fake.
yes, exactly. They're like,
That's
I don't
kinda
really
sweet.
have anything of value to give to you because this is straight trash.
I will, which is a very good point because that you literally cannot get any. You can't even sell it at
Right.
Nook's Cranny. You must.
So it makes sense why that you wouldn't get anything back
Yeah.
of value. Because
That's
it's
fair.
worthless.
I get it. It's
fine.
but it's fun to display in your house if you're or outside around your
Yeah, and
village.
if you want your villager's house to have it, you can give it to them, I guess. Suppose.
Yeah, I wonder if they will display the fake artwork in their home.
That's a good question. I will have to check next time on follow-up stream.
I look forward to hearing about it. Well, speaking of things I want to follow up about, I wanted to talk about Katrina because I have been visiting her regularly because I'm so excited. It's so fun. I've gotten 3 items from her. So I've had 3 unlucky days. And I've had one of the Dharmas, aka Dharma.
Yeah.
And I've gotten 2 of the gold turtle figurine, which is
I haven't got. Wait, have I gotten a golden turtle?
oh. Well,
I don't think I have.
I will happily send you my extra. I was very.
How did you get a golden turtle? Do you remember what the series of unfortunate events were?
I do not remember. I think it was one of the days that my luck. It wasn't money. It wasn't with money, which surprised me because it looks like something that would give you good luck for money because it is a little golden turtle sitting on a pile of golden coins.
Oh,
it's very cute.
I definitely didn't get that, but I did get 2. Now I don't know what they are. I don't remember.
Oh.
I think it was like a door charm.
What? Well.
Now I will send you my extra. We can
cool.
trade these.
We can do We'll do a swap. That sounds fun. So yes, I will send you the extra gold turtle figurine. But I was wondering. I was surprised that it didn't correlate to the money feature.
Now
and maybe
I have
it just
a
is
question.
random. What's your
Have
question?
you tried to Cyrus these items?
No, I haven't.
Now I'm wondering.
Ooh, so that is an interesting question. Can they be refurbished? Upgraded, whatever the word might be.
Because I'm wondering if maybe I only get a certain thing and you only get a certain thing.
Oh, that would be weird. I don't know. We could check it out. It's worth
Now I want to
investigating.
know. And I've only gotten 1 Dharma as well.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I've gotten one Dharma. And
I've gotten like a crystal ball-y thingy.
Ooh, I've not
gotten
gotten
like
that.
2 crystal ballies.
Fascinating. I'm going to keep an eye. I'm going to keep trying so we can keep tabs on what fun things that we get. But
and I'm
I
going
think
to keep
it's
track of.
so fun.
Yeah, I'm going to keep track of what curse has been lifted.
What curse has been? Yes, I'll try to keep
follow up on that.
That's a good point, because let's see if the objects correlate to an item, or rather the curses correlate to, I know exactly what you mean. Keep track.
Know. You're picking up what I'm putting down.
That was another follow-up then. I think the crystal ball shows a color for each, whatever she's saying something about. I think it might be green when it's health related. And I think it might be, I'm trying to remember what the colors were. I just started paying attention to this, so I'm like, I wish I'd been paying more attention. I caught it when it was health 2 times, it was green. 1 time it was money, and it was red. So I'm going to keep
her crystal ball, or the one you receive?
Her crystal ball. That it glows around your little picture, or so it's
interesting.
It's just a fun little thing. Just pay attention and see if the color changes. I don't know if it's consistent. Maybe it just like stays a certain color for a while. I don't know. Let's find out. But it is fun. I like it a lot. I have to say, I didn't know I would enjoy it so much, but I'm like excited to go to Harvey's Island to just check it out.
And you get a little treat.
It's a little treat. A little sweet treat. And another follow-up, because we had been talking about the sweet Kappa family.
Yes.
Which we know are the turtle-like, that are Koopa-like creatures.
Yes.
But also like turtles. We were wondering if you invite, or at least I was wondering if you invite them on Happy Home Paradise to decorate an island. Is it just the one that comes along, or maybe some associates do? It's the whole family that comes along, and it's very sweet.
At least make a whole house for them.
Yes, and it's precious. At least I invited Layla, so I'm assuming that's the same for everybody. But I mean, if you invite the little daughter, everybody comes along, and it's really sweet.
Oh my gosh.
And I have to say, I tried taking pictures of them, and I hate how when you're taking pictures in Happy Home Paradise, the animals can just like get up and walk around after you have them posed.
Yes.
Like, get back to where I put you.
Yes, agreed.
It's a little frustrating.
I also don't like when I'm taking pictures for like the picture thingy. They only get 2 to choose from.
Yes. Yeah, that is really frustrating too. It'd be nice if you could like take several shots and select from that, or go in your gallery maybe and pick one that you've taken from a queue. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't know why they do it that way.
It's really strange, and like I like to take pictures when like they do like the little. I don't know if you skip it, but I like to do the little video.
I love the video because it has the most fun angles, and they're like, I would love.
But then I have to commit to the ones or it gets erased, and I'm
exactly. And you can't. It's not like it queues up a few of them.
This is I got a real complaint here.
Yeah, I feel like that is a genuine. That's a good real complaint. I like it. The Happy Home Paradise photo system needs some TLC.
That's right. You want to do it? There you go.
I did it. We did one.
You sang it.
It was great.
STP's finest hit.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Is that a joke? I couldn't tell. What?
Excuse me?
Should be the heart-shaped complaint box.
SGP's other big hit. I heard they wrote it about their girlfriend, Courtney Love.
Singer for Did you know that Billy Corgan was a drummer for Alice in Chains? I can go down the rabbit hole farther. If you've seen the David Spade painting on the wall, and it's got like a Kurt Cobain quote, and everyone's like, "This is my favorite whatever song," and everyone's like, "No, it's not. That's David Spade. That's not Kurt Cobain."
Oh,
it's like, yes, that's the joke. Yeah,
that's like the Gandalf quote, or like they do the same thing with like Star Trek characters or Harry Potter characters and Lord of the Rings stuff.
Like, may the Force be with you, Captain Kirk, with a picture of Captain Picard or something.
Yes, that kind of thing. Like, yeah, exactly. Hitting all those the buttons of the fans.
And when it's fired up, like that looks like David Spade. That's not.
Wow, that person's a terrible artist. That looks just like David Spade. Okay.
It really is David Spade. Oh,
yeah, truly was a Shawshank Redemption. It's my favorite quote from the movie. Right when Andy Dufresne crawls out of the sewer and he's just like looking up in the water and feeling so refreshed, he's like, that truly was a Shawshank
Redemption. Yes,
really
as we all
brings it
know.
all together. Then he and Red are like paddling paddle boats in the lake together and holding hands.
That's a swan paddle boat too.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds
That's a good movie.
Frolicking.
Feel
So
good
precious.
movie of the century.
so precious and so true to the actual movie. Well, after a little bit of follow-up stream, how have we slide right into
Fashion Falls, it's your life. We're bringing it back.
Oh, yeah!
Throwback Thursday.
Throwback Thursday with guest
Thursday.
vocalist JKB.
Yeah.
Oh.
Harmonies.
I do
Very
what I
nice.
can.
Speaking of JKB, I think Jorbis.
Yes, Rard.
I think you have-
turned on the game once and
Yay!
Jack's contribution to the episode.
I am very proud.
I'm so excited. He had something to say.
well, so the other day I saw that Jorbis was still wearing a Santa costume, which I didn't put on him. And I was like, I don't know how to change my clothes. So then Desmond took me shopping to the store.
You mean Lion Cake?
Yeah, Lion Cake
right,
took me
right,
to the
right,
store. And it's like, oh yeah, just start clicking stuff. And then he wanted me to put on, I have a number 2 jersey.
Oh,
I think because Lion Cake loves, I guess, John Wall, not former wizard. And we got some really cool orangish red, like stretchy pants.
nice.
Some smart gray loafers.
Oh,
Were they plofers or were they loafers? It's an important question.
Not sure. They're the most athletic looking shoes that were
So
available.
they're not plofers. They're probably loafers.
they're probably
They look,
loafers.
they
They've
look
gotta be
like the
loafers.
casual shoes that I wear normally. Like they're gray.
Yeah.
And they look like
Not
things you put on your
plofers.
feet. They were,
Plofers are plastic loafers.
yeah, no, they were not plofers. They did not look like.
pleather?
Or then they also
What
were
was a
not like black boots that we were wearing previously.
Pink loafers.
Pink loafers. Plofers? I can't
don't know.
remember.
I don't know.
Listeners, what was a plofer? We forgot.
I think loafers were pink loafers because it was a pocket camp, but it was like there were pink ones that looked like.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't it so?
Were they the checkered ones? The pink
Maybe
checkered
yes,
loafers?
the pink. It was like kind of dark pink and light pink checker. Sorry, Jack, we derailed your fashion story because you had to remember what loafers
I
were.
mean, hearing someone describe what someone's wearing on like a podcast is, I don't know, less than. Anyway, so there's a blackish like ball cap with a gray like block stripe thing in the middle. I don't know. That's a hat that looked like a thing I would wear. And then to top it all off, I have like a really smart looking purple and orange masquerade mask.
Very fancy. I do recall that. Very nice.
Masquerade.
Yeah, Desmond was like, that's the
Paper
Nacho
faces
Libre
on
face. I'm like, that's close.
Oh,
So I think that really all goes together for the look. But so what's Shira's name? Sherpy. And I were in the courtyardy area, and the boombox was out there. So I'm like, I'm gonna start clicking buttons near the boombox as someone does.
Oh.
And we started a group like yoga stretch party.
Yes.
Which I was like, this looks cute and fun. So I did the stretching and I controlled Sherpy's controller too because she was crying and yelling and screaming.
A little bit of a tired meltdown.
But
dear.
Jorbis had a delightful stretch.
nice.
And all the villagers I talked to were like, where have you been for the last year? And I'm like, I don't know. And then we all talked and I think I made amends with everyone. And so they're all cool now.
Good. Yay.
We're probably going to brunch. And
Nice. That's all you want.
Yeah. So Jorbis, so he's wearing things that are, it's not appropriate for the weather we have here, but more appropriate for like lounging. And going into random people's houses and like sitting in their beds.
Now, next time when you go for brunch, don't forget to hit up Brewster's Roost,
Oh, yes.
where you can get some nice coffee
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and you can have a
Delightful.
nice little sit.
It's
I like
so
sitting
pleasant.
in the game. Yeah, so I don't know what happened to him, my character. I at some point someone else took my soul and then did stuff. So I'm assuming he's still wearing the same things and hasn't lost any of his stuff.
Wow.
But who knows?
It's foreshadowing to things that were lost
Continue tease.
on my island.
I know, segues
my.
left and right.
Man, after the break, stay tuned.
Oh, see, that's what I'm
drama.
going to come back. I got to know. I got to know. I was planning on dipping out, but I'm going to come back.
I mean, you already downloaded this to your phone,
Whoa,
so
would
like, what are you
look
gonna
at
do?
the
I mean, frankly, at this point, they've already downloaded it. So, like, I don't know. Stop listening. Like, whatever. What's the difference? We already got you. We already got the download, and that's what Manscaped cares about.
No, please keep listening. We want your attention. Oh,
Like us.
please like us.
But
Please
yeah,
enjoy
that's
it.
Jorbis. Jorbis is wearing clothes.
I like that story.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a detailed description of what he's wearing at this, I think, at this current time.
I
I'd have
think
to
that was-
open the game again and see. I don't even know how to do it. We'll see.
Oh,
You know how to do it.
I do.
you can do it. And I like that Lion King helped you pick out things, including the Nacho Libre masquerade mask.
Yes, it was great. Well, at first, I got distracted by the display models, like what was on the floor of the store.
right.
And like,
Sure.
Yeah,
oh,
that's
I
where they
guess-
get you.
I guess I'll just pick out these outfits because that's what like was finally curated. But I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. There's got to be something better in the back. So we walked to the back.
Right.
And there's
Yes.
the custom designs in the back.
Oh, yeah?
And I'm like, I didn't know how to select them. So then
Oh, no,
I got
tricky.
scared. So then I'm like, I'm going to go to the dressing room. Maybe
There
some
you
good
go.
stuff fell off in there. And that's when like I got the full shop available. So I was like, all right, I unlocked the full store.
There you go.
And then I clicked on things built. I mean, we have so much money because like money's a fake construct of society. So I collected all this stuff and got dressed, and that was it.
And then they told you that you could put your old costume in your house.
And then they put the old, they
Yes.
set the
They
old
did it
costume
for you.
storage for me.
Yeah.
But at that point, I was already naked, so I didn't know that this was happening. So I went in the store with no clothes on.
That's not
I
true.
stripped down to everything.
They said, would you like us to take your old nasty clothes and put them in your ship?
Yeah, but
thing for
my
you?"
old nasty clothes were gone already because I already took them off. I don't know.
Well, she had them in her little hands.
Presumably.
they,
Her
like,
little claw hands.
You just have to imagine the little hedgehog out there holding out and taking the pieces of clothing as you
it's kind of like
change.
when we go to shoe train and they ask if they want the kids to wear the sneakers if they walk out. They're already tried on, or if they want to switch back.
I guess.
Shoe train doesn't like put it in our storage in our house. So
They put it in a
that's-
shoebox.
That would be nice.
that'd
Just
be
ship
great.
it right to your
Just
house.
Ship it back to my
Magic.
house. I'm going there anyway, but you do that for me.
Just send it there. It's no problem. Come on. You can do
Send the
it.
kids back in a shoebox too.
Well, okay. They have to fold up really small.
Yeah. Yep.
Very nice.
So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I appreciate it. I'm glad you could change out of the unexpected Santa outfit.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, people can have Santa costume, like Santa or Christmas decorations up now, but like I just felt it was wrong because clicking a couple buttons could take off my Santa costume. I felt like that was the right thing to do.
Yay. You got the right thing. Fresh new threads. I
Because
like
like
it.
Animal Crossing is all about seasonal things and like
Sure.
changing it up and like, you know, so I don't know. Maybe I
Yeah.
could do it too.
Embracing the change of the seasons.
Yeah.
For every season, turn, turn, turn. There is a season.
That's right.
Time to read, a time to sow. I don't know. That's it.
That was great.
That's all I got.
That's all the words there is to the song. I'm pretty sure you got it.
I have to look it up.
Very nice.
Did you know that that's from the Bible?
I did.
Oh,
Yay.
Cool.
Yep. Good story.
Learning stuff. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Learning all the knowledge. Leash, do you have any fashion things? Have you found any cool new items since the version 2 update?
well, no. However, actually,
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
I don't know if this is new or new to me.
It's okay. It's fine to
Don't
talk
really
about it,
care.
even if it's just
Okay.
if it's an old one.
So first of all, a certain RAR has given me these bear backpacks that I've gotten,
I love
which are great. And little Sherpy coveted them, so I gave one to her, and she's like,
Yay.
"Thank you so much for my little bear backpack, Mommy. You gave it to me." And I'm like, "Oh yes, I did, but you're very welcome." I'm like, I don't know how far we need to go down the rabbit hole of where it came.
It's from Mom. It's fine.
But the other day, and after the break, we'll talk about this. But I went to Lolly's house and we played cards and all that good stuff. And then as I was leaving, she gave me a very tiny party hat. And it's really cute. It's like a tiny tiny party hat.
The tiny party hats. They're the tiny cone party hats.
Yes.
And they are perfect and precious. I agree.
Yes.
Very, very cute.
Is that new or is that old?
I think those are new for the 2.0
Oh, good.
update.
I
So
did
yes,
one.
they're new to you and they're new to everyone.
They were new and it was very cute. I was like, oh, thank you. So I did enjoy that.
Those are so sweet and adorable. I love it. I love it a lot.
I love it.
Dun, dun, dun. You know what also I love? What also I love?
What Elsa you love?
What Elsa I love? You know, Frozen's
And
Elsa.
Anna.
Oh, and
Other
Anna.
things.
They're great.
Or Anna, other things. What Elsa I love, Anna, other things.
What Elsa I love, Anna, other things. That's pretty great. But anyway, I also love taking a little break. So I think it's a good time to make a break.
Let's make a break for it.
Support for PocketPod is brought to you by Manscaped.
Roses are red, violets are blue. We love a gift the man in your life will actually use.
Valentine's Day is coming, and we know just the gift to give that special someone in your life.
This V-Day, it's time to give them a gift that 4 million men worldwide trust from Manscaped, the leaders in male grooming.
Use our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com and use code PocketPod for 20% off and free shipping.
Sponsored content.
It's like, meh, it's somewhere in your house.
I really like the shed, the goodie bag. It's leather
It's called
and
the shed.
really nice. And you can put all your toiletries in there if you want, not just the Manscaped
Yeah, it's
product.
a really nice DOP kit.
Dop kit. That's
Doc
the
kit.
word.
That's a fun word.
Yeah,
DOP.
it's a DOP kit.
What's
But
a
yeah.
DOP kit?
Doc.
It's that.
Doc?
D-O-P. DOP.
It's a DOP. I always call it doc kit, DOC.
Oh, I think it's DOP.
What's the correct word?
It's called a DOP kit.
I've been saying it wrong for 38
What
years.
are these little snaps for?
If you're at a place that has a like a towel rod, you can hook it to. I think.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I had no idea. But look at that. Now it's versatile. You could hang it to something.
I think so.
and it
That's how I
won't
would
fall,
do it.
or you could pop it on a counter in a
Or it
bathroom.
makes a fun shape.
But yeah, a DOP kit. It's a travel bag. It's a travel toiletry bag.
Well, now you know. So anyway,
Men don't like calling them toiletries, so they call them DOP kits.
didn't know.
Really?
I don't know if that's. I
I was like,
that up.
yeah. I couldn't figure out another word other than toiletry. I was looking for a toiletry bag for myself recently, and
Yes,
It's like, I don't
search
know.
for a DOP kit and see if something else comes up.
well, it's too late. I already bought
DOPP
some.
kit.
Is it 2 piece?
2 P's.
Okay, I didn't actually know that
Two-piece.
either.
But
I've just been
like
saying it as a
rag mop.
word out loud.
you know what?
Yada yada.
Doc kit is also acceptable.
Is it?
Hey, everyone's right.
And
Good job.
I just Googled Doc kit. The first thing that came up, the shed from Manscaped.
Oh, nice.
Well done, Manscaped.
You can
Well
get
done.
yours today at manscaped.com using the code PocketPod. You get 20% off
And free shipping.
and free shipping.
Worldwide.
PocketPod.
And we're back.
We're very quiet.
Just doing soothing ocean noises for the listeners while they're taking a break from the show.
So bizarre.
No more bizarre than just sitting quietly doing nothing.
Well, so you can find it if you need to find it
Do you
in the middle.
expect the listeners to sit there for like
There was
5 seconds and hear
there was
nothing?
No, there was a Manscaped.
So that's what the
commercial in
ad
there.
is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking would happen. But you were like, sit quietly. There's no reason to sit quietly.
No, that's where we sit quietly, so you know we're in the thing
Yeah,
that
but
you need to insert.
I also can just click enter on the screen and it drops in a marker.
Yeah, but that's only when once you're here.
But I'm here. See how I did that? I hit M and then there's a marker.
I don't think you understand what we're doing here.
I'm just,
You don't understand our vision.
I just don't.
It's a it's the experience for us. It's more than the actuality of the podcast.
I just don't understand.
Look, our listeners get it,
They
well,
understand
they don't
us.
know the difference because there's going to be a Manscaped ad there.
but there's also a pause.
But there isn't because I fill it in with like, this episode brought to you by Manscaped.
Sometimes there's a pause, and that's okay.
So sometimes there's a pause. What happens when there was it? What was going on before the Manscaped ads? Just nothing? Did Joelle just click a button
No,
and make an
sometimes
ad?
we had ads.
Some male Kemp was in there and they dropped it.
Yeah.
We had ads.
Yeah, we would do it.
You don't know us.
Yeah.
You produced this. You know what happened.
I just listened to the first 30 seconds and the last 30 seconds.
Joelle would put those in
and then
there.
I dropped
Right,
the
right,
things
right.
That's right. Joelle would put those in there.
She
But
put the
that's
little time
outside
stampy.
of... She does the timestamp for
Yeah,
the
yeah, it's just in the
interstitial ads. Yeah,
Yes.
in Podbeaner.
Yeah.
In Podbeaner.
We're spending a lot of time on how the inner workings of our
I think-
ads.
But the listeners
behind the
care about these
scenes.
things.
It's
Now
It's
you
like
know.
the
Exciting.
fourth wall. They want to know how the world happens. I watch a lot of YouTubers, and they always talk about how the algorithms work and how the stuff happens.
Ooh.
And I feel like that just is what people expect.
it's normal. Talking about algorithms.
Perfectly normal.
Normal.
We can talk about Garfield. Delightful. Or not, depending.
I hate Mondays.
I love lasagna. We've got it covered.
It was weird that Garfield loved lasagna until I realized Kayla loves pizza. So it seems completely reasonable.
Kayla's our cat.
Kayla's the cat. I think everyone knows Kayla the cat,
Lolly.
right?
She does. She looks just like Lolly. Or Lolly looks like Kayla.
Yes, no, because Kayla's way older than Lolly.
Is she, though?
Probably.
When was Lolly introduced to Animal Crossing?
Good question. I don't remember what Lolly's
You can Google it
origin time
faster.
was.
Hurry.
But
Click
not me. I don't have a phone in my hand. Oh my gosh, they're
Animal
doing such fast
Crossing.
searching.
Oh no, I
Look
typed
at
the
this fast
M7N.
search.
It's a disaster.
Who's gonna get it first?
Our Animal Crossing fandom. Lolly.
Lolly's origin is
I need
when?
more information. Oh no, I clicked the wrong button.
Oh no, what have you done? We'll never know.
Lolly
is a normal cat villager
First appearing in Forest E+.
Whoa.
Wow.
So that is the original, well, the re-released
Which
version.
came out in 2003.
So she'd be same age.
Kayla was born in 2004.
I mean, so they say.
So Lolly is
Her
actually
birth
older.
certificate does not clearly. It's a short form birth certificate, and we're not sure if it's legitimate.
Oh my goodness, so
I
silly.
need to go back.
I'm pretty sure Lolly is in fact older.
Oh,
By a whisker.
oh, by a whisker.
It's hard to gauge. Kayla doesn't know her own birthday.
Oh,
She was like bouncing around between flop houses. We don't know her true timeline.
She had a rough
She's
go
old
back.
AF, and that's what matters.
No, I think Lolly's slightly older.
Okay, it's like
I don't know why we're debating this.
they're both really old.
They're
But
both
Kayla,
They've been
Kayla
around for a
loves
while.
pizza,
Oh, pizza cat.
and I mean she loves salmon, like obviously
Samurai
like
pizza cats.
and people food. But the odd thing she likes is donuts and pizza,
Yes.
Ooh. A cat of fine, tasty treat tastes.
and in a pinch a chocolate croissant.
Oh dear.
But she'll lick just the butter off the top.
Yeah,
Probably for the
So
best.
you just have a soggy top of a chocolate croissant
Ooh.
that you now no longer can eat.
well, I mean just the top part. You can pull that off.
I'm
and
not
pull it
gonna
off.
do
Do
you go.
that. Yeah, it's
Why?
the
I let her eat
saliva's
food out.
soaked
I
through.
baby birdie her food. What's the
No,
difference?
you don't.
Wait a second. You let her baby bird you the food
No.
as a cat?
It only
That would
goes
be
one
truly
way.
exciting and weird.
No, but I do peel off some pieces off my food and I feed it to her like she's a
Oh, you
puppy.
share.
Yeah.
She's a sweet cat. I understand.
Like
I
she's
would
so
want to
old,
share
I'll give her
food with her,
whatever
too.
she wants.
Oh, pretty lady Kayla.
Yeah.
But now I think
Yes.
it would be a great time to talk about a new hot topic that Leash has to share.
Hot topic.
Oh, Rar, did you want to talk about what's new in Pocket Camp, or are we skipping that?
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. I just blanked on it. I had it written down here and I was just like, meh.
Okay. I was like, well, maybe she doesn't want to talk about it. I don't
No,
know.
this is a rewind. That there is some new stuff. If you're interested in playing Pocket Camp,
What's
ducking
new?
back in.
What's
Pocket
new?
Camp?
Pocket Camp.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
There's been a revamp of Pocket Camp. They've got a new opening screen, so they finally got rid of that weird yellow background with all the
good.
flamber blaps everywhere.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like that either, so I was really happy they changed
It
it.
was off
Yeah.
brand.
It was totally off-putting.
Off-brand. And now it's kind of like a cute little, I'm trying to remember what it looks like. It's like a desktop area, I think, kind of. And now I'm blanking out what the new one looks like. It's very pleasant. I think it's worth checking out. And there's a new event going on. It's a gardening event. That's kind of like nothing too different about that. But they've added something called the little daily planner, which as far as I understand it, it's going to be kind of like every day you can enter in a couple stickers to say how your day was. So it's kind of like tracking like a little mini journal, which is really sweet. And an animal friend will ask, or will comment on the sticker you put, and they'll be like, "Oh, so you had your day wasn't the best day today, or you had had a good
therapy.
day today." Yeah, it's very
By
sweet.
Animal Crossing.
I like it. It looks very precious. It only started today, which is Thursday. So, I mean, you guys are going to hear this on Friday. So you might already have witnessed this, or you can tell us what you think. But I'm going to check it out and see, just checking back out the Pocket Camp and see what's going on. It's fun to see that they're making some changes and something different that hasn't been part of it before. Yeah, it's
Very
pretty fun.
cute. I'll check
Cute
it out
idea.
briefly and then probably stop playing again for another
as that happens sometimes. No worries.
They're just trying
yeah,
to get me in again. I'm not going to be fooled.
Oh, trickery. Trying to trick you to play things.
I know. Try and have me enjoy things in my free time.
Pocket Camp update doubles the villagers in camp.
Oh, that's true too. That's if you wanted to have, I think it's up to like, what is it, 12 now?
Wow.
So it's definitely loads more. I forgot all about that. They did say that in the announcement, and I have not experimented with that yet.
Jack knew something.
There's still an active user base. I do know that the game, the people care about maybe how much money people spent, but the game has surpassed $250 million in revenue in the past.
Nintendo reinvest into
and 300,000 plus daily active users.
And I'm showing
how many?
300,000.
That's not that many.
This is the new opening
that's not that
screen.
many.
Oh, cute!
It is a little desk with some photos
and I love
behind.
the depth. The depth is nice.
Yeah, looks like a little 3D like diorama view.
I like it. Oh, I love making dioramas out of cereal boxes and shoe boxes.
That sounds very fun. I'm guessing the kids get to make some dioramas every now and again. That must be something you get to experience again, perhaps. Or
I'm hoping in the future. It hasn't happened yet.
Not yet.
But that'd be my jam. I'm so excited. We did make one for Sharpie's stuffed lamb. I made her a house out of a box.
Cute.
We colored it.
That's
and
delightful.
we stuffed a plastic apple in there so the lamb could eat an apple.
Oh, yay.
It's
Perfect.
Lammy's home. Yeah.
Little lamb house. Little lamb home.
She barely fit in there, but it's fine. She made it
That
happen.
sounds delightful.
Yeah.
Gotta love a little diorama or a little lamb house, as the case may be.
Yeah.
And now that we've covered my What's New Pocket Camp segment that
I
I
have
totally
more
forgot
questions
about.
on
my
Pocket
apologies.
Camp.
Wait.
Did they have fortune cookies when you guys were
Yes.
playing?
Yes.
Okay. I
Yes,
never
they did.
played it.
Thank you for
I don't know.
No,
Okay.
it's okay. Fortune cookies. You know what? Oh, that's a little bit of a follow-up because I think once upon a time I talked about how I thought that I saw fortune cookies referenced in New Horizons, aside from just the fortune cookie card.
Little storefront. Yeah.
But it's also in the background. Whenever you invite a villager through an amiibo card, the textured background has a fortune cookie in it.
What? Why?
Yes. Check it out. Just
That
when
doesn't
next
make any sense. That's
but-
ridiculous.
I know, right? So, I mean, it's weird that it makes an appearance when the fortune cookies themselves have not yet, or maybe never will make an appearance in New Horizons, but maybe maybe it could be a minor update in the future. Is that like possible? Can we start a rumor? Do we want that? Do we not want that? I don't know.
Premiere. Well,
I'm sure
how would
they're
you
gonna
buy them? With miles? Nook miles?
It could be Nook Miles. That'd be kind of awesome to have little like an item that was distributed through at the resident services that you could trade in with Nook Miles maybe. Or even maybe it could just be someone that would bring a fortune cookie stand. It would be like one of the rotating visitors. That'd be cool.
That'd be cute.
I wouldn't mind having another thing to spend
Or it
Nook
could
Miles
be
on.
like a fortune cookie ATM.
Can you imagine you'd put in the money and then like a little like it could be like a little ball gachapon that would fall out that you would like open and has a little cookie inside and then you get to open the cookie. That sounds great. I hope that's the song as well.
Yeah.
So that sounds like a daydream, a wish.
Dream
Hey,
sweet.
hey.
Dream sweet.
Where you sweetly dream.
Yeah, it's so good. Dream sweet and some cookie action.
I'd love some cookies.
Is it my turn?
Yes, Leash, would you share your hot topic?
Hot topic. Hot topic. Yum.
Bing.
Okay. So as I mentioned before the break,
Yes.
Just bringing it back full circle.
I visited Lolly this past week. However, what I didn't tell you, what you don't know is
Whoa.
that I was playing with Sharpie.
Oh.
So Sharpie's gotten okay. So first of all,
Yes.
my little Sharpie's finally like getting the hang of just how to like navigate a Switch controller in general, like where the buttons are.
Yeah.
She knows that the left toggle moves your character now.
Yeah.
She's still a little wonky on like the A button, B button, X button, Y button, but we're
Sure.
working on it. And she can't read good yet.
Aw.
So
She's learning.
she's like, how do I close this? And I'm like, it says be closed. So like just be closed. But she can't. She just,
doesn't
and she
know.
also doesn't know to look on the screen that has instructions because she doesn't know to read instructions because she doesn't know how to read. It's
right. She's been thrown in. There's so many things that are new that are all perfect storming on her right now.
So many things. She has no idea what's happening.
Yeah.
So the two favorite games that Sherpy likes to play now are Animal Crossing.
Wonderful.
And Hello Neighbor.
What is that? Wait, Hello Neighbor, the one where you're disguised?
It's the horror game where you break into your neighbor's house. And
yes, and one of you is actually the neighbor in disguise.
No.
What?
No, so you're the teenage kid from across the street and you witness your neighbor murdering someone in his house and you break in to see what's going on. Then he captures you, locks you in the basement. You break out of the basement, and right now we're trying to break out of the yard to get like back home or whatever.
Wow.
So we finally defeated Act 1, but like it's one of the hardest. It's like glitchy in its own right, but also who knows what you're supposed to do.
Wow.
And so that's one of her favorite games.
That is
amazing.
It's
really creepy because when the neighbor is nearby, it makes like creepy music, like Jaws.
And the screen shakes and it vibrates and stuff.
It's like, ugh.
And then she runs out of the room and hides.
But anyway, so that's one of her favorite games. And then the other favorite game is, of course, Animal Crossing. Completely the same genre.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she likes to play with someone else. So the other night, she was having like a hard time. She was just really tired. But we played together, and I was trying to help her do so. I can't remember. I think I was trying to help her clear out her pockets or whatever. For whatever reason, I was the leader at that point. So we were playing together. And Lolly asked me if I wanted to come to her house. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, is Sherpy going to come too? Or is she just going to be like waiting? Or like, do I have to finish this experience and then Sherpy comes back? I just wanted to see what was going to happen.
Yeah, I'm curious.
So I agreed to go to Lolly's house.
Nice.
And Lolly did her normal stuff. And Sherpy did arrive with me.
Yay!
But one thing that I couldn't do is I couldn't shake my controller to switch leaders while I was at her house. Because I wanted Sheer to be able to,
interact
talk to Lolly, play the card game, do whatever.
Right.
And she couldn't.
Oh, no.
So that was a little saddening for her, and she was already like hanging on by a thread.
Oh no. I would love it if you were both allowed to interact with her. That seems like an oversight,
I know.
Nintendo.
And so then when I was leaving, Lolly gave me the mini party hat. So as I was leaving, I was like, okay, I can give you the mini party hat.
Oh.
Well, I also had a mini hair bow that I was wearing prior to wearing the mini party hat.
Oh, right.
And I was like, hey, would you rather have the mini hair bow or the mini party hat? And she's like, I want the mini hair bow.
Oh.
So I gave it to her, and then it's like time to shut it down. She's like, I wanted the mini party hat.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh, you said you want the bow. She's like, I want both. I want both.
Oh no.
It's like, we gotta close the game now. No, she just, it was a bad scene.
Great.
But the point of my story was the interaction at Lolly's place. With two players.
But it's cool that both players that you can both go into the house, which is exciting. Yes. But I get that it would be disappointing as the second player that you weren't able to interact with the animal as well.
Yeah. Oh. And I want to see, I might just turn on tonight before I go to bed and play as Sharpie to see if maybe there's something in her mailbox, but probably not. There's probably not going to be anything in there. But that would be nice if she also got a mini party hat from Lolly. Yeah. Since she visited the house, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Maybe, and just because I know if you're playing as a second character and you pick up items off the beach, they automatically, or items anywhere, they go to the recycle box. So check the recycle box just in case.
We did check the recycle box because she tried to pick up the hair bow when she was not the leader yet. So we had to go visit that box. So it wasn't there. I'll check again today, but we'll see. So anyway, that was my experience. That's my hot topic.
Yeah, that's definitely cool. I've not experienced that before because I don't really play 2-player. If I do 2-player, it's to quickly switch between two characters in general.
Yes, which is a great hack instead of like restarting the game, which was another point of trauma for little Sharpie last night.
That? Tell us about that.
That was last night.
I want to know. Oh, what happened?
Yeah, I
think
it was
like
last night.
Years ago.
So Jorbis was playing originally, and then Sherpy wanted to play.
Okay.
So we already loaded the game with Jorbis, so I was
Sure.
just like, I'll just do call resident, put
Yeah.
Sherpy in there, boot out Jorbis, and then she can play with. Then she can call because she also wanted to do all of the management of like calling another resident and bringing in mommy and like the whole thing.
Gotcha.
But during her meltdown, like she had to brush her teeth or something. I don't know. She had to do something, and maybe it was go potty. I don't know. So during this whole thing, I was like, well, I'll just take care of the Jorbis situation so that she can bring in mommy.
Sure.
when she's ready. Well, Lion Cake was helping me do this because he was, like switching the controllers and stuff, and he was just being a helpful person of the other second controller.
A champ.
And Sherpy noticed that Des was helping and freaked out again.
Oh, no.
She's like, I wanted to do it. He was doing it for me. And she's like, just like freaking out.
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, you weren't paying attention to what he was doing. He was actually trying to help you. And she's like, no, I wanted to do it myself.
Oh, no.
But Daddy was playing, and I was like, no, that's what you think you saw, but
Oh, no.
it was a whole thing. It was
my goodness.
very exausting last night. She
I'm so
she
sorry.
flew off the handle like multiple times. So
sleeps.
we were dealing with. She was very tired.
Oh, just need some get some Z's.
Yeah.
Relax time. Oh, it's hard because she thought that things were happening that weren't happening, so that was stressful.
She felt like that things were getting taken away from her.
Oh no, it's not true. It was just a misunderstanding. Man, that's really hard as a kid to understand when things have been misunderstood when they're quite solidly put in your brain.
Yeah, they feel like they're being a fast one's being pulled over them.
Yeah. Oh,
Little buddies.
Oh, well, I'm glad to learn about the 2-player exchange at the animal house, which is very interesting. Keep an eye
I was
out
surprised that Lolly even asked me with 2-player mode.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I wouldn't
Can
have
you even
expected
do that?
Oh, speaking of things that I wasn't expecting animals to ask about, I've had animals asking me to look for their lost items, which I had not encountered. I didn't. Did that
ask
happen
you
before?
No.
Yeah, like they would say. So, for example, and most frustratingly, Matilda has asked me to find her planner, and I cannot find it anywhere on my island. But I had also had I think somebody else asked me to find maybe their bag or something. But that one I was able to find. The one for Matilda I have not yet found, which is frustrating because I like randomly finding an item and then being able to try figuring out who it belongs to.
I stumble upon stuff, and then I've also had like the fun little when a villager asks me if I want to play a game and they bury something in the ground and I have to go find it. This is so fun. I'm like, yes, 1,000 times yes.
It is fun. A little hide and go seek. I like that too. That is
question.
Fun.
When you get the present out of there, do you open the present or do you wait?
No,
I always wait.
I wait too. Oh my gosh, do you think I would imagine that something like they'll be upset if you open it in
and
advance?
I also don't open when they ask me to deliver to villagers. I never open the present.
Oh no. I wouldn't do that.
I am a leash of my word. I would never.
Also, I mean,
but there's a little tinge of I kind of want to know before. But I wouldn't.
Yeah, I've not done. I mean, it's a different color, so I don't. There's not a chance I would accidentally open it because it's isn't it like a blue item?
It's blue.
It's usually
it's
a blue
one. Ribbon.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they would be happy with me doing that, and I want to keep them happy.
Yeah,
I want to make them happy.
We're so honest. Too honest.
Do you think
what would happen if I just wrapped it in another piece of wrapping paper?
That is a very interesting question. Would you? I just assume that if you unwrap it, it will be very obvious that you unwrapped it. It would be funny if it's like,
it's a box, and then you just shoved it in a bag. You're like, here, Lolly wanted you to have
never
this.
Know. This. Yeah, I wonder. Does it give you the option to? It's like, okay, you've peeked in and seen it. Do you want to rewrap this in the same paper? And it's like all janky all looking, and it's like
and sad. The bow doesn't look quite right.
Here you go, Beryl. It's from Poppy. Nothing happened to it along the way. It's fine, I promise. That's very funny. I have not tried it. Listeners, have any of you tried opening gifts that are intended for other people for your village?
Villagers. Naughty little villagers.
Federal offense. Opening mail not addressed to you.
True.
Oh. Dun, dun, dun. Talking about breaking the law over here on your Animal Crossing island. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's not going to try that myself, but I am curious to know if it's true, if there's something bad that happens, or is it, I don't know. Who could say? Hey,
No.
I think that there's a song that Jack might be able to help out with again.
Uh-oh.
Hey. Oh, which one are we doing? Are we doing or are we doing hey?
Oh, I forgot. I have the written down here. That's true. Leash, you can help with the
Things that make you go,
Yeah.
Things that make you go,
That was perfect. Thank you so much, Leash. The thing that makes me go right now is wondering when in the world, for those of us who are playing Happy Home Paradise, when is it that DJ KK comes to give a concert? Because he does it's like for a very special time for the first time. And I think there's a special milestone you hit. But I thought it was every Sunday after you get him to visit the first time. But it turns out it is not. It just must have been that I was making enough house. I think it has to do with how many houses you decorate, possibly.
Oh.
And I think it made me milestones. And I just wasn't connecting that those things were connected because it was happening so rapidly.
Gotcha.
But so now it's very few and far between that I see him because I'm not playing Happy Home Designer and designing as many homes as I was before. So I just recently had another concert and it was on a Tuesday.
Oh.
So it can be any day of the week, I believe.
Oh.
I want to know if there's a set
I don't
rule.
have DJ KK yet, so I don't have any answers for you.
Not yet, but
I haven't played Happy Home Paradise. I couldn't remember the Happy Home game.
Happy Helpers game.
Happy Helpers.
In a little bit. I'm actually halfway through someone's house, and I was too tired to finish. And then
which is great because you can stop
2 weeks ago.
That's okay.
It's like, sorry, you're never getting your house built.
No, they'll wait. It's their vacation home. It's a second house. It's not a big deal.
That's fine.
But people with that kind of money have like really high standards and they're really needy.
Well, then in that case, they got to wait for it to be perfect. Then it's not going to be a problem.
Perfection.
That's right. Can't rush perfection.
They're
I
going to
agree.
throw you out and get someone who can get the job done. That's just how they act. They don't get rich. They don't get rich to buy a vacation house by letting people walk all over them and not finish the job on time.
They didn't give me a timeline, actually.
Oh, that's on you.
That was their mistake.
You're the manager. You got to make that schedule happen.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Leash, but they don't even know if they want to have one floor or two in their house, if I remember correctly. They can't.
They don't know anything. They're too super wishy-washy. They don't even know where on the island they want to be. Which archipelago island.
It's true. Where in the archipelago? Just
they just give you like a broad idea, and then even if you like slapdash that together, they're like, this is great.
I love it. Have you ever, I want to know if they would ever not like it. I think, was it Joelle said that there was like, if you don't use all the items, they're kind of like, it's not quite finished. Because they have like 2 or 3 items. Because there's like 2 or 3 special highlighted items that they want to have that come pre-packaged in the house. So, I mean, in order to not have them, you have to put them away, basically.
Yeah.
So it's just hard not to do. But yeah. Oh, DJ KK. And I think
I'm too much of a goody to not give them their 3 items. Like, I don't want to disappoint them.
Right. I know. You know what? We just want to make our villagers happy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just want them to be happy. I like them.
I always
They're
drink
adorable.
Brewster's coffee at the hottest temperature. I never veer from that. And whenever he asks me for pitch and milk, I always say yes, please.
She's not going to refuse.
I'm not gonna see what happens. Never gonna know.
Speaking of which, I know we're approaching the month of February.
Yes.
And I got to remind everyone, and I'm not sure if it's going to make a difference, but I got to say, make sure you get a cup of coffee on Valentine's Day and see if Brewster does anything special for your coffee.
Good.
I think that is worth checking out because there were things that happened in other Animal Crossing.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, so
I want to do that.
Teaser. And then if nothing happens, well, I guess there's nothing special that happens.
Well,
get a nice cup of coffee.
A coffee on Valentine's Day.
That's right. You got a special coffee with your favorite pigeon, and life is great. Precious. Okay, now we can talk about a real complaint.
Okay. We're ready for your song.
Please.
Hey. By the Stone Temple Pilots. Scott White.
I am smelling like a rose somebody gave me on my birthday deathbed. I am Smelling like a rose that they gave me because I'm dead and floating. That riff is so good. So what's happening?
I've got a real complaint.
Oh, okay. We do the whole
Big
song.
intro.
The whole long intro. Hey, Wayne, I got a real complaint.
Nice.
Cool.
Thank you,
right.
Jack.
So as I mentioned, there's been a lot of activity going on
Oh my goodness. Okay.
at a mermaid
I'm holding.
with and without my permission.
Uh-oh.
So Sharpie and Lion Cake are playing, and Jorbis apparently has been playing.
I don't do anything bad.
Well, the other day when I was playing, it was yesterday, Isabel mentioned to me that we have a new villager
Oh.
named Olive, who has now joined our island. And I was like, oh, Olive, that's nice. I like Olive.
Yes.
Cute little cub.
Might be Barreld's sister.
Could be Beryl's sister. I was very excited. I was like, okay, cool. But then I was
Adorable.
like, wait. If Olive's here, who's missing?
Oh no.
And I had to look at my map.
Oh no.
And then I was like, oh, Antonio is gone.
What?
I was like, why is Antonio gone?
Oh no.
Where did Antonio go? I love Antonio.
I know you're his best
Even though he
bud.
broke our Alexa.
He did break our Alexa.
Oh
Through
no.
no fault of his own.
No, yes,
That one
that's
time
not
that
his
I
fault.
tried to give him an Alexa
Why did you make an Alexa profile for an Animal Crossing character?
because it was funny.
Yeah, and then we had to reset. We had to call Amazon and have them reset everything.
Oh no.
Well, I got confused because I was Antonio.
Yes, I gathered as much.
Alexa.
Oh.
But anyway.
Newsflash: Antonio broke Alexa. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that time.
Oh.
But someone let Antonio go on my island, and I have yet to figure out who it was because one little villager friend can't read,
Right. Sure.
and the other one doesn't have a recollection of anything that he does past like an hour ago.
Oh no.
So I don't know. It was one of those two little villager residents.
Right.
There's a third option.
It was
Betsy
Betsy. No.
walked over the switch.
No, because you have to have a whole full-blown conversation with Antonio.
Yeah. And it's weird because I thought when a villager is moving, they would. I assumed they had to ask everyone, but I guess that's not true.
They don't.
They just can ask. Man, bummer. But yeah, so
And
he.
I was really bummed.
Yeah, you didn't even
So
know he
let me
was
tell you,
leaving.
I mean,
didn't get to say goodbye.
Silver lining, I do have his amiibo, so it's like
Yeah.
not the end of the world.
There you
I
go.
brought him here with an amiibo. I can bring him here again.
That's true.
And then other silver lining is there's an Anna Mermaid Antonio out in the wild,
Yes.
the one and only, my true love.
Oh,
So if any of my listeners,
your
listeners,
listeners, any of your listeners.
if any of my friends.
You're a leash fan.
I meant to say my listeners, nope, the listeners who are my friends in the game.
Yes,
That's what I was trying to say.
Yes, we know what you mean.
If any of so I guess they are my listeners.
Sure.
If any of my people
Your peoples.
get Antonio, I'd love to know who.
Yeah, where he
gets
lands.
Antonio, where he comes to, his travels.
Where
And
did he come from?
Where did he go?
Where did he go?
Where did he come from?
Cotton
Antonio.
Island, Antonio.
Oh, Antonio. And it may be months before we find out because these animals that travel, sometimes they don't shift until their new home until months
mean,
after. So it'll be a while.
Barreled 1.0 is still out in the wild.
And I've been letting randoms come into my aisle in hopes that some of these wayward friends may return. And in fact, I just got one from You Pick It, Kid Cat, who moved out probably in the summer from my mom's island.
Oh.
So, I mean, they take a long time to move around.
They're
I don't
still
know why
there
it takes
in the
so
cloud. They're in the cloud.
In the cloud. But yeah, come home, Antonio.
Someday
Come home.
my prince will come.
Yes, we'll keep an eye out for Antonio. We're watching for Antonio. We're watching for Tutu. We're watching for Barreled.
Oh, Animal Watch. We should do an Animal Watch.
Oh yeah, Neighborhood Watch.
Do, do, do,
Animal
do,
edition.
do, 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 do.
You can have that little like sign outside with the eyeball on it. That's Animal Watch, Neighborhood Animal Watch. Oh, we hope they come back. Well, I'm glad you have Olive. She's very cute. She's another cute
Olive.
cub.
I wasn't mad at all when it was Olive.
good.
I was like, oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, was she? Oh, I guess you don't have any way of knowing if she wouldn't say if she came from a random like campsite visit or just was like stopping by randomly or from a different island. I mean, she might say if she came from another island.
I'll have to chat her up.
Yeah, chat her up and see because maybe she came from another island. I don't think she's from my island. I haven't had Olive yet. I don't think she is. I'm sure she's not.
I don't think she.
I'm
Wow,
sure she's
good
not.
deduction skills.
I am confident she's
to
not
crack
from my
that
island.
code.
I'm just saying, cutting out one island of a friend, you know.
Not Sarah's island.
Not.
Got it.
Not Penny's boat.
Not Penny's boat.
But
All right.
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think there's much else we have going on. We got our complaints out of the way. We had a lovely chat. We learned about Jorbas's fashion.
We had a nice fireside chat.
Nice
Without the
fireside
fire.
chat. It's been a good day. It's been a fun podcast visit. So I'd like to thank both of you. I'd like to thank you, Leash.
You're welcome.
Thanks for coming along. Thank you, Jack, for being here in person.
Thanks, Rar.
Thanks to you, listeners. Thanks to
And
our
thanks,
friend
Joey
JB.
Bowie.
Yeah, JB. We miss
She'll
you.
be back soon.
Yeah. Was thinking of you. And thank you all for listening. And thanks again to producer Jack Quaitblank of Monkey Cat Studios for producing our
You get
podcast.
2 thanks.
2 times the thanks.
Man, twice as good.
2 scoops.
2 scoops of thanks. 2 scoops of raisins.
Got to press the space bar at some point.
That's true.
I usually press the space bar.
That's true. She does. That's not untrue. I can vouch for that.
Yep.
Sounds
And
nice.
on that note, get ready to press the space bar because it's Pocket Pod.